When it comes to buying things, particularly in the case of reptiles and live animals, I don't think that there's anything better than just walking into a local shop on the high street, seeing what it is that you want, talking to the shop owner that actually knows what they're talking about, and getting a good feel for what it is that you want to buy before you get it, and then coming home with it and feeling satisfied that you've got what you actually want. Now, keeping all of this in mind, my bearded dragon Char is actually pretty hungry at the minute, and that means we need to go out and buy him some insects. So what I'm going to be doing in today's video is going down to my local reptile shop, Sutton Pets and Exotics, and I'll give you a tour around the place so that you can see what they've got in, and let me tell you that they have some pretty special stock on offer. So do us a favour and tap the like button, drop us a comment so that I know what you think about this video, and hit subscribe so that you never miss an upload. Now then, it's time to get off, so I will see you in the pet shop. So this awesome tiny little gecko that I've got with me here is a satanic leaf-tailed gecko, Uroplatus phantasticus. This little fella was captive bred in 2018 and is currently on sale for £299. And as you can see, they are pretty well named because they have that tail that looks just like a dead leaf, and it actually does kind of wrap around your fingers as you're holding him. And they have tiny little horns above their eyes. Now, this is like sort of a dream species for me because, as you guys know, I do kind of like my geckos, and these are pretty awesome. Now, one of the things that I love about this shop is that they actually name their reptiles, even the ones that are going to be sold. So this little fella is aptly named Lucifer, but he's still on sale, so if you want to get him, then come on down and he's yours. Now, how many of these geckos have you seen knocking around? So this is another species that I am really interested in caring for. I was actually looking at keeping this very gecko a couple of months ago, but I wanted to get into breeding projects, and that was why I got the Chinese leopard snakes, you'll remember. But this guy was nearly part of the JTB collection. If you're wondering what he is, he's actually called Underwoodiesaurus millii, the Australian barking gecko. So this is like, it's like similar to a type of knobtail gecko, but it isn't like in the same genus Nephrurus. And this little fella, who's like temporary name for in the shop, is Bruce, and he is a male. He's an absolutely fantastic little animal. I mean, these are just so amazing. Don't they just look like Aboriginal artwork? I mean, it's kind of appropriate given that they come from Australia and perhaps they've influenced that art. Now, this guy, like the rest of the animals in this shop, is captive bred, CB18, and he is a fantastic little animal. They are quite gentle, so delicate rather, so you don't want to be handling them too much, but they are just a fantastic friendly species, and if I had more space, I would definitely be getting one of these. far as I'm concerned, you've basically just gotta love green tree pythons. It's actually a hybrid locale between a biak and a sarong. I'll put those names up on the screen in case I've completely butchered them, but either way, this is just an absolutely beautiful snake. If you got like one of those big glass vivaria, like the type that DMS vivaria do, then you could do something really amazing for this snake. A little note about them is that they aren't too good for handling, they're more of a look and don't touch pet, but if you are looking for an animal like that, this is the one to get. Look at this animal. Now this is one of my absolute favourite species of all, the Fiji banded iguana. Now these aren't actually on sale at the minute. Ooh, that hurts, his claws are sharp. Because these are actually like a breeding pair that they've got in store. This is the male, and I can't hold the female out at the minute because, excitingly, she is actually gravid. Now, unlike your green iguanas, this species does stay relatively small. In fact, it did kind of surprise me how small they are. Like, this is literally smaller than a bearded dragon, apart from the tail. Now, if anybody's like me and absolutely loves these species, I would keep your eye out on this shop, because the female is gravid, and when she lays and those hatchlings are out, I probably won't get one myself because I'm not going to have the space that I'd like to give to them, but somebody get them, give them a nice bioactive enclosure and give me some updates on it, because this species is really struggling in the wild. I believe that like people are like doing all sorts of crazy things, eating them and capturing them for the pet trade, so they really do deserve our best care. But they are just such an awesome species, and if you want to get hands-on with these and get some for yourself, then Sutton Pets and Exotics is the place to check out. Somebody's beard stretching. Yes, I can see you too, don't worry. Now, no reptile shop would really be complete if they didn't have bearded dragons, and that is exactly what they've got. Now, if you're just looking for like a pet reptile or something, and you're not looking for all that specialist stuff that I've been showing you, they do cater for that as well. They got full setups and everything. So if you would love a little bearded dragon like my Char, they have got these here. And for you snaky morphy people, there is quite a lot in stock at the minute. They got the Kenyan sand boa, which is an awesome species, a couple of hoggies, they got various corn snake morphs, little baby corns, and they do, of course, have the hobby mainstay, the royal python. You know, one of the things that I do really, really love about this shop is how much care and attention they put into their setups, even though it's just for stock. Like, this is a leopard gecko enclosure, and they've got like plenty of hides, substrate to dig in, and they've got stuff to climb, and obviously they use it. As well as this, they do have the overhead heating, and they do have a UVB bulb up there. So basically, this is like practically an ideal setup for a leopard gecko, and they're only going to be in it for a few weeks. So there we go. Supplies acquired. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that I am pretty lucky having Sutton Pets and Exotics just round the corner from me, because it is a brilliant shop, as you can tell. All the animals are well cared for, they go in for bioactive on a big scale, and the stock is unlike no other place I have ever been to. Now, don't worry if you can't actually make it to Sutton Pets and Exotics in person because it isn't near you. They do actually have an online site, the link to which will be down in the description, so if you're looking for any reptile supplies, then do check them out. But anyway, guys, I do really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, then do let me know in the comments section, give us a like so that I know you did enjoy it, and subscribe so that you can see me in the next video. Anyway, this is it for now, and I will see you in that next one. Bye, guys.